Hello everyone, well thank you for coming tonight. So I'll be talking about my experience learning from web, doing a bootcamp in web development level 1. So it's called From Pixels to Code. I'm back. Yeah, so these sections were my design journey level 1. And what's next? Yeah, so a little bit about me. I'm Colombian originally. I lived there for 20 years, but then I moved to UK and Sweden and lived there long enough to actually get my passport, so I have double nationality. My wife is Japanese, that's the reason I'm here. And we have a little daughter, she's 2 years old. In my free time, I love to play futsal or do any other sport. And my favorite dish, if you know the picture, is unagi. Yeah, my design journey started in 2012 in Bogota. I did a bachelor in advertising. After that, I moved to the UK in 2013 to do a master in visual communication in London College of Communication. After that, I worked as a UX designer in Stockholm from 2016 to 2020 in various startups and then large e-commerce as well. But then the pandemic happened, and then was this opportunity to come to Japan. Not led by me, but actually my wife. She's got a job here, so like, okay, let's take a chance. We did, and then I got a job here, working online travel agency here in Japan. And then 2024, moved back, led by the same reason. Nothing really happened. It was very cold. There were no jobs. So I decided to come back to Tokyo and do a level 1 web development bootcamp for about 2 months, and I just finished it a couple of weeks ago. So joining level 1, how was it? I did it because it was an all bet with myself. I always felt like I wanted to upskill, but I never really felt what I wanted to do next or the right time. Yeah, so that was one of the reasons. The second is I wanted to close the gap between design and engineering, because working as a UX designer, you always work with front-end developers, and I felt like there was some gaps in communication that we couldn't really communicate well, I mean both parties. And also there's always this lack of front-end engineers that I felt like, okay, if I can actually upskill and learn some web development, then I can do their job as well. And then, last one, expand my opportunities. It's an obvious one. If actually you can do 2 jobs, then I'm more satisfied with the market. Yeah, so during the course, that's how I felt like what I thought I would be doing, just writing lines of codes every time and achieving every challenge. But it was more like I have no idea what I'm doing. I felt really, really lost during the bootcamp, but at the end of it was, the feeling was different. This is the promise. It's actually not my text, but level 1 promise of what you can do in 9 weeks. So you learn backend development and databases. You master front-end technologies to create interactive apps, build AI features into your web application, and develop strong portfolio real-world projects. So this was what I was like doing every day. In the left bottom corner, then you see each of the days you are learning Ruby, then you learn OOP, then SQL, HTML, CSS, then Rails, and then to finalize you do your own project on Ruby and Rails. So about the final project, what I did multilingual library for children. So the idea is that you can check. So first select the languages you want. Then you go to the library. You get to the library. You select the book. Then in the book you select the languages you want. You can do either one language or you can do 2 languages. And that's it. And that was inspired basically by my daughter that is learning 3 languages at the same time. And she comes to me with books in Japanese, and then I can't read them. So I wish I could just simply translate them in real time. To be done. So what's next? Continue my learning journey. And as well as finding a job. That's an obvious one. So if you need a UX designer from the developer, you can give me a shout. You can find me on LinkedIn. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much.